Page 132, Liebestraum. This is from Liebestraum number 3. Liszt wrote 3 Liebestraums. This is the famous one. This melody from it, or one of the melodies from it, it's a nice arrangement. It's 3/4 time, 1 sharp, so it's either G major or E minor. If you look at the last couple measures at the bottom of page 133, you see it's the G major. I'm guessing it's in G major for the most part. Right hand first. It has a pickup beat, so we're coming on beat 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, and this hard. And that's the 4th finger for that quarter note. The reason is because we got a C coming up. And we want to finger it legato. This is all very connected, so it's got to be. And when you're first learning it, I suggest you just finger it all legato. Play it all legato. Start. At the last line there, you get a second finger on it. This prepares you for what's coming. And then the top of page 133, it's an octave down. Don't forget the F sharp. And then they want a thumb. You don't have to. You can stay with 3rd finger. But then in the next line, 2nd measure, go ahead and use thumb there. That's where you want the thumb. So if you want to use thumb before, or just stay, I tend to stay where I'm at until I have to move, but whatever. End of the line, A sharp. Now, next line, you have 2nd measure, F sharp, D sharp. Isn't that nice? And then a D natural. And then here. Left hand has broken chords, so keep the left hand soft. It's just a G chord. And you D sharp. A lot of accidentals. 2nd line's last measure is it's an F, a G there. And then the next measure it's an F sharp. These different chords he's using, they provide the harmony color, the harmonic color, if you will, that really adds a lot, because the right hand's just got this repeated note. I mean, what can you do with that? See? So this harmony really helps that out a lot. Really all you got are these broken chords. As long as you can read the notes and read the accidentals, you should be fine. Put them together slowly. At least the left hand gives you something to think about, because that right hand is kind of boring. So work it out, both hands together, and we're still legato. Once you get rid of all the hesitations and the beat goes on, it's nice. Then we can add the articulation. It's mostly legato with phrasing. You just lift up between the phrases. The left hand, keep it legato. Just keep the left hand going. With the right hand, lift. See, when you play a repeated note, you're going to get silence anyway. It's built in. It's the way the instrument's built. But when you're between phrases, it's more silence. Just like taking a breath. 2nd line. Lift. And lift both hands before you go. A little silence before we go on. And that's the way it is all the way through, is just lifting up slurs in the right hand. Dynamics, soft. This is a gentle piece. That's the right hand. The left has to be very soft. And when you get down to the bottom, now you're going to crescendo up to a moderately loud. The last line here. That's where you're moderately loud, right there. The left hand stays soft. Again, the last line. And then the top of the page, you're going to go back down to soft. Don't get soft before that G. And you're soft again until the end of the second line. You get a little louder, you're going to go back up to a moderately loud again. Right? And there's a retardando there. Slow down. Lift up here, and this soft. And all tempo means take off again. And then you have a crescendo on the next line, and a decrescendo on the last, and a retardando at the end. And that's the piece. Speed-wise, moderato is about where I think it's the overall feel of the piece, not necessarily the beat. It needs to feel like it's just kind of a moderate speed. Maybe that's too fast, you can play it slower. Don't play it slow. The people will start snoring. Don't. It loses its, it's got to flow, but not flow fast, just flow. Now they've added pedal. Well, we sort of need pedal because we want to add a bunch of overtones, and it will help make this right hand legato, because we can't make these repeated notes legato without the pedal. That's overlapping pedal, and we're basically changing the pedal with a harmony in the left hand. See as these chords change? But we have to watch out because it can get blurry. So I'm going to push the pedal down right after I play the notes. And when I change it, I'm going to play the notes first and then change it. Fine. I don't like the blurriness. I don't like that. But we're kind of stuck with it for the time being, because if I do anything else, I lose the overtones. And I want the overtones. Once we establish this full sound, got this whole thing going, we want that full sound pretty much throughout. So I'm going to have to tolerate some blurriness. Otherwise, it would, if I play the second line, the last couple of measures, and I don't pedal the last measure, it loses it. See, now it's kind of nice to have that contrast where suddenly it's different than that. So maybe that would be nice to have that clean. Anyway, that's basically what the pedaling is. Now, I like to hear the phrasing, but again, we're going to lose the overtones and things if I pedal with the phrasing. It causes other problems. So I'm going to go ahead and suggest you just pedal it like it's written. Just go ahead and legato pedal, except for when it tells you occasionally to lift up, so you have a pickup note in the right hand that's by itself, and that's fine. You don't need to pedal that. But otherwise, just pedal it the way it is. The only difference in pedaling I might suggest would be at the top of page 133, the last measure. They're lifting it up after not pedaling that. Well, you have to play it again on the next measure. I would suggest go ahead and pedal the pickup beat here to connect it. Here. But otherwise, don't pedal these pickup beats because it's a different note. You don't need it. You can connect it. But here you can't. So pedal that. Let's play it together slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do dynamics. I'll give us 2 counts. Well, let's try it. Ready, go. Two. 2. One, two.